Hello, hello! Welcome to Onyx Path Virtual Con, and this is a game of Trinity Continuum Aberrant, run by me, Scott. I am from Simulacra TV, another streaming channel. My pronouns are he, him, and I am definitely looking forward to running this Terrigen / Nova Vigilance game. If you don't know what all those means, well, you'll find out. I'd like to go around and let my players introduce themselves. Please let people know your name, your pronouns, and any other pertinence you'd like to get out there. And I will start as my screen is arranged with Josie.
Hi, I'm Josie, they, them. I will be playing Passepartout, who does something with density. You can find me on TikTok on chronic brain pain, and that's about it. Yippee.
All right, and I'll go to Ipsy, please.
Hi, I'm Ipsy. I don't care about pronouns personally. Everyone can use whatever they want. It doesn't matter. You can't find me unless I want to be found. That's a threat.
Smart.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't really have anything to promote other than I really enjoy being here on Onyx Path streams. So if you're looking for an extra player, you know where to find me. Unless you don't.
Fair enough. All right, and let's go to Syndra.
Hi, I'm Syndra, she, they. I'll be playing Celerity, the speed demon. You can't find me either, although I really like doing actual plays, so maybe you'll be able to find me somewhere in the future.
And finally, Jim.
I am Jim. I will answer to whatever pronouns you throw my way, but typically it's he, him. I will be playing Jinx, the sidekick, because they jinx everybody else's plans.
Fantastic.
I exist marginally more than the others, but not quite as much as everybody else on the.
Alrighty, well, let's get into it, shall we? So today's game, as I mentioned, is going to be part of the Terrigen faction, which if you're unfamiliar with that, if you're unfamiliar with Aberrant, the Terrigen is a faction of Novas, which is super normally enhanced people who believe that Novas, the name for things, not Aberrant, even though it's named Aberrant, Novas are inherently post-human, that they are not necessarily bound to the strictures of human customs and laws unless they choose to be. And that, basically human governments and human institutions don't have claim or jurisdiction over them. There's many different ways that this can go. There's many types of individual interpretations, as there are individual Terrets. But broadly speaking, the two that we're going to be concerned with today is the Aberrant faction, which has all those same post-human beliefs, but are also huge dicks about it. They are the ones most likely to be cast as supervillains and monsters because they do villainous and monstrous stuff. Almost in direct opposition to the Aberrant faction is the Nova Vigilant faction, which, once again, believes in all of the post-humanity, believes in all of the individual sovereignty of the Terrigen, but does not believe that we should go around killing people or asserting our dominance through force majeure. And in fact, they feel so strongly about that they are just as likely as Team Tomorrow, which is the quote-unquote good guys, to oppose the violent action of their Aberrant co-factionalists. So yes, today we have a group of Nova Vigilance Terrets who are going to have to confront very directly that separation and that distinction. We open our scene in New York, Harlem, by any chance, in a Art Deco hotel that has been converted to a nightclub called the Blackburn. It is something of an open secret that the Blackburn is also a Terrigen enclave, where all who follow the philosophy of Terrace are welcome, and, those who don't but might be curious about it are also welcome on provisional basis. We open in one of the hotel suites above the nightclub, where our group of Nova Vigilance has congregated. They've been called here by one of the de facto leaders of the Terrigen movements, a Nova by the name of Golem, who has been known to rather pointedly not put up with some of her fellow Terrets' crap, and violently put down those who would do harm unnecessarily. She has called you. This is like I said, it's a hotel suite. There is a lovely breakfast spread laid out. There are several couches and various luxuries available for everyone. So I'd like everyone to go around the room and describe their characters for us, please. And we'll start in the reverse order that we went with introductions. So let's start with Jinx.
So Jinx is, it's hard to tell exactly what gender they are. They're very androgynous in appearance. They have a little bit longer than shoulder length, bright, vibrant pink hair, that is in kind of a messy wolf cut style. They are probably one of, if not the most human-looking aberrant in the room. They perhaps have only recently have their awakening to their powers and are still trying to really figure everything out. So they're a little bit more shy and in the corner, kind of being a fly on the wall, which is very hard given their hair color.
And let's move to Celerity.
Celerity is, I guess the fastest way to describe her is that she looks like a tiefling. Purple skin, eyes that are just completely red, like a single color. Beauty that is kind of unsettling to the point like it's a little too perfect, and a long tapered like prehensile tail that's just kind of laid over my lap right now. Kind of a butch style, sort of bouncing my leg, a little hard to sit still entirely.
And Aisling.
It's the amazing Aisling Aberrant is known to everyone.
You have to say the whole thing.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's the amazing Aisling
Every
Aberrant.
time?
Every time. Because she was on a TV show called The Amazing Aisling Aberrant for Teen Tomorrow, where they were promoting the whole teen thing to the preteens and young adults about, this is what it's like to become a Nova, and she erupted during the show. So her face is known to like absolutely everyone. It's one of those inescapable, like Miley Cyrus, Olivia Rodrigo sort of things. Except now she's part of Terrigen, and she's sort of doing that whole I'm free of the Disney Channel energy, and so she's like got a wacky, she's got a wild hairstyle, and she's colored it like bright purple or something. I don't know, and but she's really looks like she's enjoying being herself. She does look like a human normally would, and most of her nova-ness comes out when she is using her powers. But she also has like the stereotypical blonde wig like sitting next to her on the bed if ever she needs to go out and like be the amazing Aisling Aberrant when she has to make the public appearance. It's there, it's waiting, she's just not wearing it right now.
Nice.
She's incognito.
And finally, Passepartout. Did I say that right?
Passepartout.
Passepartout, okay.
Yeah, the European being weird. Passepartout mostly still looks human, very much so. Maybe the proportions are a bit off, the fingers are a bit too long, the legs maybe a bit too short or too long. It's really weird, but she looks female, just like this very long blonde hair, with almost like this very standard spandex superhero suit with lines on it. And you're not always entirely sure if she's there just because of the vacant look in her eyes, but also sometimes it seems like she's floating just a little bit off the chair, but you're not sure if it's just your eyes deceiving you.
Excellent. And Golem is a very powerfully built woman. If you want a visual reference, go with Rhea Ripley, but with shorter hair. She is, once again, she looks mostly human, but when she novas out, you can tell, because she becomes a big rock monster. But she has gotten herself a plate of breakfast and says, welcome, everyone. Thank you for responding to my call. We have something a bit urgent, but I want to make sure everyone's fed and ready before we get to it. So by all means, I've got some things I need to check up on before I brief you all. So by all means, get a plate, talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be with you shortly.
Well, I'm going to eat,
Right.
absolutely. Yeah, I've been on a restricted food diet since I was like 8, so I'm going to have food right now.
I'm gonna stand, and in like the amount of time it would take to look away and look back, I just have a plate in my lap.
Nice.
Jinx, they like watch everybody else going at it, and they get a very, very sparse plate, but it's nothing healthy. It's like the kid that went directly for dessert, but still has some restraint.
Passepartout like stands up from the chair with once again like the feeling that they tend to like weigh nothing, and gracefully pick up a plate of eggs and nothing else and sit back down.
Okay. Once everyone has some food in them, and Golem comes back and says, okay, good. All right, sorry, I had to check on a few things. I had to get them. There's a sort of, I'll say it's a rapidly evolving situation. As you may or may not know, there's going to be a full session of the United Nations meeting tomorrow. And I have received some word that Garion and other members of the Aberrant faction are planning on essentially crashing it. They are, from what I understand, their agenda is to essentially announce / demand / force their way into declaring Nova sovereignty in front of the body of the United Nations. While this in and of itself isn't inherently objectionable, I think many of us share those views. I think we all know that, him and many of our aberrant terrets are on most wanted lists and actively being looked for by human authorities. And I think that even showing their faces in that environment is welcoming violence. And I think that's essentially their plan. I think they don't care whether they get into a fight about it. And I certainly think that we can expect Team Tomorrow to respond. So, I wanted to get you together. You guys were some of the ones who are closest by and readiest to respond. I've got some other people on the lines if they can perhaps get here. But we have 24 hours to come up with a plan about what we want to do about this. Like I said, I'm in contact with others, so I'm going to be, sort of coordinating things and trying to get some other responses ready. But I'm going to be putting the main planning to you guys. I'm here if you guys have questions, things that you want me to try and get online for you. But I'm expecting you guys to be the response team on this. So, like I said, I'll be available, but I really need you guys to bring it here and come up with a plan for how we're going to deal with this. Whether we want to try and cut it off, whether we want to be there to be able to respond. All options are on the table here. I hope that all of us can agree that this is not something that would be good for the Terrigen as a whole, for our goals and whatnot. I think it's unnecessarily aggressive and violent. But at the same time, I understand if anyone has sympathies for the mission that they're going for. It's something that I've thought about moving forward, but in a less confrontational way. So yeah, I'm gonna open the field to you guys. Feel free to ask me questions. And she kind of like has her device and says, "I'll be here to answer anything, but please, no bad ideas."
Yeah, I
Just
think
beat 'em
it's
up.
true. What was that?
We should beat him up.
I mean, I don't know if a direct fight with Gary on is a very good idea, but it's probably possible. How many of them are going to be there? Do you know?
She looks up. Their plans are fluctuating. Anywhere between, I think, rough estimate, 3 to 8 of them.
Okay. So we might be outnumbered, but we might not. We could try to just stop them on the way. I mean, there are going to be a lot of people there, so I mean, if it comes to a fight with them, I mean, having that many baselines around sounds pretty dangerous for them.
I mean,
Yeah.
personally, I think the easiest way would be to try and feed them false information on the location of the meeting. Get them to just go to the wrong place entirely.
Okay, that would be hilarious, actually.
It would be
Because it'll be
It would be hilarious, but I think everyone knows where the UN building is.
But yeah, that's true.
We could give them the wrong time.
I mean, I assume they already have the right time and place, though, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, this is, like I said, it's a full meeting of the Security Council and member nations.
Yeah.
If they turn into the right TV station, they'll know when it is.
Mhm.
But like, yeah,
I mean, I guess.
good. It's a good place to start. Good place to spitball.
Yeah. I think just being there as well to present a different message might not be a bad idea either. I mean, we are actually stopping them from being there with this little time might not be realistic, but we could be there too and do what we can.
I worry more about the potential for collateral damage in that case. I mean,
I do too, for sure.
These are not people that are going to just listen. They want to force their independence.
Yeah, I think that maybe preventing them from coming into the building is one thing, but let's get our priorities straight here. The whole declaring independence and all will be done under the threat of force. If there is someone to protect the United Nations members, that will be less of a foot in the door for them to actually consider the lethal force. In worst case scenario, we could actually maybe act as a counterforce or bodyguards.
Yeah, I think Nova's trying to threaten baselines is a little different from Nova's threatening baselines and Nova's.
I mean, yes, as a last
sure.
resort, I feel like being there to protect people, but I think doing what we can to try and prevent the encounter at all would be the best. If it's all the member nations, we're not going to be able to declare an emergency meeting or an emergency move of the meeting location.
No. Does anyone outside the Terrigen know that they're going to be doing this? Or is it?
No. I mean, I only know because of my inside sources. They're being... Yeah, I count myself very lucky of having been able to introduce this. They're keeping this very on the level.
Okay.
That is one option. We could straight up warn them about what's going to happen. Be a little tricky. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't have any contacts in the United Nations personally. I know.
Same.
I myself have a couple of vigilantism and wanted charges myself. Being who we are and what we're associated with is going to be difficult to cause any sort of official movement.
We could call the paparazzi.
Yeah, we could.
I don't think that will necessarily prevent anyone from doing what they're going to do.
No, but it'll bring a lot of attention to it, and it'll leaking
I
the
mean,
information.
They might just
If it
want
comes
that,
down
though.
to us fighting them, yeah, having the paparazzi there will be great because it'll show that there are Novas standing up for baselines saying, we don't want this.
I mean more in the sense of getting other people involved.
Okay.
I'm also fairly certain that there will be Team Tomorrow presence there anyway, regardless of this, given that
You?
this is... Yeah, I know. I don't like those stuck-up sons of bitches either, but they're going to be there. And if things pop off, there's going to be more of them. So we need to take that account into our strategy. How we want to deal with that. Do we want to cooperate with them in any way? Unlikely that they would accept such a thing, but I think this is pretty serious, so I think we need to at least consider it.
Mhm.
I think that the baseline here, I mean, is protecting the baselines, and I get why you would call paparazzi and everything, but kind of if we could minimize the attention to this also, because that's what they want. They want attention. They want this to be live streamed and broadcast everywhere. So I don't know exactly about that plan. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
They just said there's no bad ideas. That's all I'm doing. Is I'm throwing out every terrible idea I've ever had
That's fair.
at once to get them rolled out.
Oh, I thought. Yeah. Oh shit! What was I going to say? Oh right. The if it comes to it, I think cooperating with Team Tomorrow could be good optics at least.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
I mean, we're already dealing with UN people. It's not going to be that different.
true enough.
Have you met Team Tomorrow, like, at all?
A little.
No.
Mm. It's not so much a matter of cooperating with them, so much as they'll show up, tell us what to do, and then get mad when we don't do it.
Or at the worst
Yeah,
case,
that's fair.
lump us in with the Aberrants.
Yeah, I'm a little worried
at the very
about
least,
that.
we need to prevent that. We need to at
Yeah.
least let them know in some capacity, if this does break out into a fight, do not interfere unless we're incapacitated somehow.
They're not going to listen to that either. Sorry.
Well,
I mean, I love you, but no, they won't do that.
Well, the amazing Ashley Aberrant. If we're going to do that, I can't think of anyone who has a better connection to them than you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it.
That's true.
I won't like it. And they definitely won't listen to me. I can tell you that much.
Well, I know I don't have any contacts of any worth in that direction. If anyone else might have a means of
Are they
doing that.
beholden to law enforcement?
Well, allegedly, but not really.
I have a friend in the UN military that might be able to help.
That would be good.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
I mean, I'll still talk to them, but I just don't promise any positive results. If it works, it works. I mean, hey.
Yeah, I mean, getting out ahead of getting lumped in with the Aberrants would probably be good at least. I think.
I mean, they've seen how bad the Aberrants can be pretty firsthand, so they know what to expect.
My only concern is if we let them know, then they're going to be there in force, and that's going to be a challenge. That the Aberrants are going to take that as a challenge.
I mean, it might be a blessing. He
that's-
does have a big-ass robot.
I mean, a big-ass robot is good. But like I
Who
said,
does
like
love a big ass
we have to consider that if Team Tomorrow and Utopia know ahead of time, then it might cause a bigger blowout than necessary.
That's true. The Aberrants aren't the only ones who blow things out of proportion.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, despite us claiming to be above humanity, that is a very human feature that we still suffer from. Um,
You know what I can do? All right, I'm done with the bad ideas. Is I can go
are
out.
you sure?
No, but I can go out and I can find out who's going to be there from Team Tomorrow. And that might actually help us plan and strategize better. Because some people think I'm a terrible traitor for abandoning the people who lifted me up in the first place or whatever. And some people are cool. So I could find out if it's the cool people, and then we can like sort of plan to try and work a little bit together. They'll be a little easier to work with. And if it's the terrible people, then we can have a plan that's more independent, we'll say.
Wait, did the terrible people think you erupted because you played a Nova on TV?
No.
Because like that would have happened regardless of their.
Yeah, no, they think I'm a traitor because instead of staying with Team Tomorrow and joining Team Tomorrow like a good girl would, I joined up with Terrigen because, you know, I enjoy eating and having food and not having to think about what I'm doing every single hour of the day.
Yeah.
I like my life to not be an Instagram feed.
No, I totally get that.
All right, so reaching out to Utopia and Team Tomorrow, trying to minimize see who's going to be there. I like that. Knowing more about that would be good. What else? What other options do we think we can put together?
Let's see.
The aberrants that are going to show up, do we know their location or where they're coming from? Do we know who?
Mhm.
Any information on those?
Well, that's where we might have an advantage. I mean, we're in New York. This is probably the most secure Terrigen enclave. I wouldn't doubt they'd at least check in here.
That
They
makes
know
sense.
they know they can, for better or worse, all turrets are welcome here, and I wouldn't doubt that they would be at least here for at least a little bit, doing some checking in and organizing.
So we have the potential to stop them here.
We could do that, but I
don't know. If we smash up the lobby, the count might get kind of mad.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't
mean-
have to smash up the lobby. We can do stuff like, you know, canceling tickets, delaying flights, delaying trains. We can orchestrate a lot of little things that just add up to them not making it. As long as they don't have some kind of teleportation ability to bypass all of that, it's really easy to delay a train 5 minutes.
Yeah, also, if they don't have any teleportation, I'm pretty sure if required, I can tail them very, very closely. Slamming a door in my face doesn't work.
Yeah.
Do they have a teleporter with them? Do you know?
I
Do
don't
we know
know
if that's a possibility or flight even? Something that
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't. The two I know for sure are the two planning this. Are Garen, who he can go. He's can be either incredibly obvious and effective at getting from place to place just by smashing his way through, and he can also be very inconspicuous. He's pretty good at dormancy. He can be normal and slip himself through any kind of, public transportation or whatnot. And then there's Shrapnel, who can fly. She's pretty good at controlling magnetism and metal, so she can ride on the magnetic currents and get there however she wants. I'm not sure if they're going to have a teleporter or not. Something that we might want to investigate. see who shows up, or anything. So, yeah,
I mean,
keeping
if
an eye
they're
on.
here, they're not going to want to just smash through every obstacle.
Yeah.
That would
Well,
very quickly turn other Terrigen against them if they're just destroying the city to get to their whatever.
I don't think Garen's literally smashing through buildings to get from here to
Well,
there,
yes,
but
but
in-
you
Yeah.
understand my meaning. They're going to want to be fairly inconspicuous here.
yeah, I assume their intent is to show up really suddenly somehow, either by teleporting in or sneaking in somehow and revealing themselves. It sounds like we'll be able to get more information once the group of them arrive here, and we can kind of scope out who's involved, other than those main two. Assuming they arrive together. I mean, they might not, but we might be able to ask them about it though if we, sound interested or enthusiastic about it. They might give us some information.
Possibly. I mean, there's also the option of maybe not those two. I don't think those two are going to back down, but maybe some of the others. If we can find out who they are, maybe we can get to them before they commit to the action.
But that would be good, especially if they have some people who like newly joined that faction. Might be a little nervous about it still.
Yeah, that might be worth it. All right. Any other ideas? We've got some time to plan. Things that we might want to look into or reach out to.
I think right now we're kind of lacking in information to move forward with, but we can at least fall back on being there. Actually, speaking of being there, how do we want to get there if we have to go there? I know I can get in myself without too much issue, depending on the obstacles, but I don't know what everyone else does. And I can't really help anyone else get in.
That's a good question. I mean, presumably we can be, I'm sure it's the United Nations. I'm sure there's going to be some protest presence. We can be amongst the crowd if we need to be.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of can't, but
yeah, getting past the security cordon is going to. We're going to have to do something to get past that if they do.
Yeah. What does... I'm actually still not too familiar with everyone's powers in this room. I am very, very fast. I could get myself past the security cordon, but I couldn't help other people get past it.
I think I'll also be able to pass through. When I'm very, very light, bullets just kind of pass through and don't do anything, or any type of physical force doesn't really work. So depending on what level of density I am, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's not airtight, I can slip in.
Cool.
I do illusions.
I mean, that sounds good for
I
getting
think
through security.
you're probably our best bet. I'm not very useful.
I mean, you're a Nova. You're definitely useful. What are you talking about?
Theoretically, I could get everyone in. It just depends on how good their security is.
Well,
Probably pretty good.
It might. If the other two can manage it, then I think you getting 3 of us through rather than all 5 would probably be a better bet.
I mean, honestly, I have the clout to be able to come in and join the protests and just bring you guys as my bodyguards.
Possibly. I should add that my method of getting in wouldn't be subtle, but it would work once shit hits the fan.
I mean, theoretically, I could. I mean, I can turn invisible. It's about the most useful thing I have for this.
That's pretty good way of getting into places.
Okay, you should have led with that. That's
I'm
fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not able to mask my scent or anything, and people just can't see me. So if they have thermal or anything like that, they'll still see me. But I can, if need be, I can vanish.
Well, it's a useful thing to have on deck.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go talk to some of my people, see if I can get a better idea of who's coming from their end. Why don't, she looks to Aisling and says, why don't you make a call if we think we're going to go that way?
I will make a call. No problem.
All right. The rest of you, I would suggest staking out the hotel. Just see who's here, who's coming in. Feel things out as best we can.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
All right. You guys have my contact information. If something comes up, I'll be around.
Cool.
Okay. So we'll move to you guys getting in place, getting things ready. So who wants to go first with whatever they're going to do?
I'm fine to reach out to team tomorrow
Okay.
and find out. Like,
Yeah.
if there's anyone who's still sympathetic,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a former co-star or
Absolutely. You could basically go ahead and let's make a celebrity path roll. If you're going to go that route. So the way path rolls work is that you basically take your path rating plus an attribute and roll it. And I generally grade on an exponential curve for those, given that it's going to be a probably pretty low dice pool.
all right. Should that be manipulation?
Probably sounds good.
All right. Let me see if I can run it. So it's and then the number is.
And make sure to adjust your target number to 7 since you are all Novas.
And
I considered asking if I could sneakily play a Syad for this one.
I don't know that worked. Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong.
New dice bot, who dis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not really good at this.
Yeah, you want to do /SP.
Oh, okay. There we go.
As the dice rolling is beginning, I am pulling out all of my d10s.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I see how it works.
Feel free to use clicky dice rocks.
And then
clicky
the
math
target
rocks.
number is 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still
And
buried
then-
in a box from moving, so I'm very thankful for the dice bar right now.
I think
I
that's
have nice, pretty dice bag.
woohoo!
4 successes, absolutely. So yeah, you are actually able to call the you're able to get in contact with someone very useful for this. You may get in contact with essentially the Project Utopia Team Tomorrow liaison.
Yep.
That between yourself and like the production between the production company and the actual team. So this is someone who has like legitimate contacts to the person. It rings a couple of times and eventually it picks up. And he said, "This is a man by the name of Winston Clark." And he says, "Hello, Miss Aberrant. I wasn't expecting a call from you anytime soon."
I know. It's because I'm trying to be nice. The Terrigen lawyer said that I should play nice a little bit sometimes. And so this is a heads up from my end that I am planning to go down to the UN headquarters tomorrow for the protest. And I just wanted to know who was going to be there so I could like prep and like don't want to like start any fights, if you get what I mean.
I see. Well, actually, this is. I am not sure that it would be wise of me to give you that information, given the contentious nature of what's going on. I'm going to need to know a little bit more about why you're asking this.
I'm going to the protest to protest things. It's a PR thing from Terrigen. You know this. Sometimes you have to go and show your face and make yourself known and show that you're supporting a worthy cause or whatever.
Well,
And I'm trying to not ruffle feathers or cause conflicts between Team Tomorrow and the Terrigens on the side of all this. It is Terrigen territory in New York, but also the UN is Project Utopia. I get it. I'm just trying, for once, to behave.
so I see the Terrigen is claiming the whole of the city for its territory. That's lovely. I am unsure how wise this would be. I think I need a little bit more substance. If you'd like to make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
Persuasion plus an attribute, an appropriate attribute.
I'm going to go for manipulation again,
Sounds good.
which I think I rolled the wrong number of dice last time, but that's okay.
That's fine. To answer your question, Celerity, the UN meeting it's just a sort of a general meeting. It's just there's not any one topic in particular that they're meeting about. They're just going through various procedural things, and several votes are on the docket. So it's a kind of a like I said, a procedural meeting. But the whole of the UN councils will be there. Let's see.
Okay.
One success. Ooh, okay. Unless you would like to spend some of the 4 momentum that you have to roll additional dice, I don't think he's going to be convinced by that.
Do you have any mega manipulation?
No. That's the one I don't have. And he's not buying the whole...
Yeah.
Look, I'm just trying really hard, and I'm not paying attention.
Like I said,
Okay.
you can try attempt to you can spend some momentum to try and roll a couple more dice to try and get the successes. It's basically a difficulty 3 roll to convince him to do this. So you would need 2 more successes. So you have 4 momentum available, which you can spend 1 for 1 to roll more dice.
Is momentum a group trait?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What I think I will do, instead of taking all the momentum at once, is try a different tactic. Okay. You got me. I was actually just trying to do that bit we did from, season 1, episode 9, where I pretend that I don't know what's going on and I'm really stupid. But you've seen all the episodes, you know me better than that.
Unfortunately, that is part of the job, yes.
Okay, so here's the deal. On the DL, maybe I heard a rumor somewhere that somebody might be planning something, and I'm kind of trying to be eyes and ears on the ground for that situation. And it's not against you guys. I promise. It has nothing to do with Project Utopia, although we're just aware that you'll be there. And so maybe you give them a heads up that something might be going on and they need to beef up security a bit.
Well, that is certainly a different matter altogether.
Mm-hmm. But we also don't want to explode anything before it happens.
I see.
Or cause any unnecessary upset.
I can certainly send this very vague bit of information up the chain.
Mm-hmm.
But I will once again state that more detail will likely produce a better result if you are indeed trying to help out here?
Let's see. How much do I want to say? Something, Nova supremacy. Something, not us specifically declaring that Novas are better than baselines or whatever.
For someone who professes to be a member of the Terrigen, you seem to have a very loosey-goosey idea of what it is that you all believe.
Well, it's yeah.
I see. I think I can read between the lines.
Look, I can't show you all my cards.
So, if I can extrapolate a little bit, some members of your of your club are going to be making some noise tomorrow.
Potentially.
And you are going to be there and would not like to be targeted for such a thing.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
But also, I want to make sure that there's nobody from Team Tomorrow that I would conflict with. Like, we're not going to... I don't want to get in their way, and they don't want to get in my way necessarily, and we don't need to fight each other.
Understood. Like I said, I will send this up the line. I will make sure that those involved, if they see you, unless you participate in any violent or counterproductive activity.
That's my favorite part.
I understand. But if things happen and you appear to be a part of those things, then we can't in good conscience just leave you by.
Well, no, but also at the same time, we're not aiming our knives and seditious materials at you.
I understand the sentiment that you're attempting to make. I think that you once again misunderstand the scope of our jurisdiction and our responsibility. But
I think that's like the range of lawyers that are higher above me, and I don't care.
Yes, we understand that you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, I will pass this along, and I will make sure that anyone who is there knows that as long as you don't appear to be taking a negative action, that you are not to be considered an automatic target for reprisal or any sort of action against that. Unless there's any other details you'd like to share with me that might actually make this a productive endeavor.
I have bodyguards.
You have bodyguards.
Well, yes, I'm still a celebrity.
Ah, I see. So, are these bodyguards going to be of the baseline or Nova variety?
Nova.
I see. And I'm assuming then you wish to extend this provisional protection to your bodyguards as well.
I want it to be known that these people are with me and we are all on the same side.
Well, I may be a broken record, but I think I need more detail.
I will send you any details I am at liberty to release.
Very well. I'm sure that many of your associates might also have interesting facts about them that would flag them for law enforcement and other types of actions. But if you, like I said, if you can give me details, identity, what they will be looking like at the time of the event, we can at least have it on a watch list for potential non-involvement.
Trying really hard not to say anything rude or mean right now. And I need you to appreciate that I'm trying really hard to be nice.
Certainly. I appreciate that. So,
Okay.
like I said, I'll do what I can. Is there anything further?
I think we understand each other now.
I think we have some understanding, yes. I need to make some calls in regards to this. So, like I said, unless there's anything further.
Great, keep in touch. Bye. Click. I'll put your fucking face on a watch list. Ugh. I hate them. I hate them so much.
Absolutely. So moving from there to the other parts of the Blackburn, like I said, there's a hotel that sits above like kind of a very like posh, very Art Deco, Art Nouveau themed nightclub. And then there are the lower levels, which include more secure rooms, like an armory, more clandestine access points, like there is one from the sewer that a turret by the name of Leviathan is known to use, as well as just a sort of other facilities and equipment. So what kind of tactics would the rest of you want to employ to try and sniff things out or figure out who might be on their way?
I think Passepartout would just take the easy way for her and turn into gas and float around a bit. It's the easiest way for her to get anywhere.
Okay.
Um,
Excellent. Okay.
Mechanics.
Yeah, mechanics. Gotta love it. So your gas. So are you just kind of float around and trying to pick up what you can pick up?
Yeah, just like mingle a bit between the people because I don't think I'm invisible. That would be really no, I'm not.
No.
Just like weasel in between people, trying to make it not look like I'm in gaseous form right now. But I mean, people will probably maybe bump into me and then realize that I am just going through this person. Ew.
Sure. Yeah, that's not this is a Nova place, so people like in different forms and using kind of powers is not a problem. But if you would please give me a larceny roll to basically be unobtrusive and make it not look like you're eavesdropping and snooping.
What attribute do I?
I would say either something like cunning or manipulation might be a good roll for that.
Yeah, that is a horrible dice pool, but sure. I don't know how target numbers work, but it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. We can just read the dice. Okay.
I didn't want. I wanted to roll 3 dice, not 4. Whatever.
Well, yeah, because you got a 10, it automatically re-rolled it for you.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
So you actually got 3 successes, which is not bad. So yeah, you float around, just kind of mingling and being gaseous, and getting through people. And you do manage to float by a conversation that is happening between someone you do not recognize and someone you do. The one you do recognize is a turret by the name of Clarion, who is not necessarily associated with the Aberrant faction, but also isn't very pro baseline or caring about baseline kind of things. And you overhear him speak for a moment about the party tomorrow, and how he's weighing whether or not he should lend his aid to the effort.
You know what? Time to be social butterfly. Oh my god, there's a party tomorrow?
Cloud of gas talking. And he kind of jerks and says like, Passepartout, I'm assuming that's you.
Yeah, it is. Hi. Sorry.
Yes, no problem. Yeah.
Didn't feel like being material today.
Well, why would you if you can be otherwise? Yes. Well, I say party. I would say it's more of an action, more an event. Um, I don't suppose you've received an invitation to such a thing.
I mean, no, but I mean, I am always live at the party or doing something interesting.
Well, I would say that if you are interested in making a positive step towards getting our message across in a place and time that the world will be watching, you may want to join us at the United Nations tomorrow.
United Nations. Oh, we're going big. Oh, I like this.
Yes. Time to show the baselines that we mean business.
Right. So tomorrow, United Nations. You got anyone else like going? Because I want to know like if I'm going to be compatible with the other people. Because this sounds really interesting. Um, but I mean, some
Well, I
people
mean,
just don't like me.
true. Well, I was considering going myself. Sort of make a statement for the glory of our Savior, Lord Divis Maul. Assert our divinity and not just our sovereignty. But I'm unsure. I do know, of course, Shrapnel and Garen are the ones putting things together.
Oh, so it's going to be subtlety to the max.
Yes, a certain sort of subtlety. I wouldn't be surprised if Leviathan were to make an appearance. I think those are the big names that I've heard of. Of course, they're keeping things, close to the vest. They don't.
Yeah,
want,
obviously.
they don't want anyone spoiling the surprise, as it were.
No. I get that. The Leviathan, the entire place is gonna stink of fish. Ugh.
Yes, well, it's not as though deodorant works on him.
I wish it did.
We all do. But that is his expression as a divine Nova creature. So we cannot look down our noses too heavily at it.
Yeah, I know. It's just sadly I still do have a sense of smell even when around him. But anyway, this is really interesting. Because I mean, the way that you say it, I'm kind of thinking of going. You know what? I'll check my schedule and I'll be in touch. How about that?
Certainly, absolutely.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's move to someone else. What would Celerity or Jinx be doing to gather information or whatnot? Do other things.
Pretty simple on my side. I'm going to kind of linger by. I at least remember from another game that there's sort of a courtyard usually designated for teleporters to arrive at to not like run into stuff. I'll find like a comfortable seat inside from where you would enter from there. Kind of just look like I'm chilling here, sitting sideways in the chair on my op phone. I don't know if anyone's going to come in this way, but if they do, I would like to know if they're flat out teleporting in with someone.
Okay.
Or not.
Sure.
If no one comes in this way, that's totally fine. We'll do other stuff later.
So you're gonna. How long are you gonna wait?
Let's see. We have 24 hours. I don't want to wait the whole day. That would be insane. Let's see. Just a few hours, probably, because
okay.
yeah, like during the time that, like, I mean, if I were dropping by a hotel before an event in the following day, I'm like, okay, I'm probably going to arrive sometime in the afternoon. So, like, you find that time block that makes sense.
All right, yeah. So you wait there for an hour or so, and just when you're about to, like, start considering maybe I should try something else, there is a flash and a pop as the turret known as Intergalactic appears into the courtyard. They are wearing a very like bulky, somewhat like technological looking suit as they like take off a helmet that's like a big glass space helmet and let their hair fly down. And she sort of towers over the courtyard, unnaturally large. She starts to sort of survey things and begins to like remove her suit before heading into the club proper.
Just kind of as she passes, just, hey, how's it going?
She stops very still, obviously like situationally aware, and she turns to you and says, "Hello. I believe Celerity, yes?"
Yeah, intergalactic, right?
Yes.
Just learning a lot of names. Oh, okay. I haven't seen you around in a while, and I feel like I would have. I mean, at least I assume I would have noticed. So,
No,
uh,
I go fairly far
anything?
and wide.
Yeah. So, I mean, something cool's going on here, or are you just visiting for the food?
She says, I was requested to come. Do not necessarily know why. But when a Pantheon member asks your presence, you accede.
Fair enough. If the Pantheon's involved, it sounds like something pretty big, though.
I
Who
would not
was
doubt
it,
it.
if you don't mind me asking?
And she says, I was asked to keep things discreet. If you'd like to make a persuasion roll.
We can give it a try. Let's see, I'll use composure. Although all of my social attributes are the same, so it doesn't matter too much. Um, just one success. Or, yeah,
Yeah.
this is not my forte.
Not your forte, no. She says, yes, I think I will abide by their request for secrecy.
All right, fair enough. I don't want to pry too hard or anything. I was just curious.
She says, she pauses for a moment and says, I do like to be forewarned, and if there's something you may know about what's happening.
I'm not really sure. It sounded like there might be. I don't know. I'm just trying to see what I can get involved in. I haven't really been here for very long.
I see. Well, then I suppose I'll find out. Good day to you.
You too.
And she continues. She basically like puts her big clunky spacesuit off in like a rack, and proceeds to head into the bar. What about Jinx? What's Jinx getting up to?
They are planning for the worst case scenario currently,
Okay.
in which not only do they show up and cause violence, but we are somehow defeated. So they are reaching out to their friend in the UN security force,
Mm-hmm.
and they are sending them an email, or the world's equivalent of an
Sure,
email. I
yeah.
still am
Op
always
mail.
kind of lost on. Yeah.
Just put op in front of everything, and you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it works surprisingly well, actually.
It's like the fantasy iPhone.
Yeah.
But they're sending them an email, and at a first glance, it looks like they're just kind of telling them a story or talking about their day, kind of. Because anyone who looks at it without knowing their code that they speak in would not think, oh, this is an encrypted message. But the fact that they sign it with their dead name and not their hero name or vigilance name, Nova name, would signify to them, read it as code, essentially. And they would be reaching out to warn them. Very basic, possible issue with UN meeting tomorrow. We're trying to handle it. Be prepared.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you will definitely get that message off, and it's encoded in such a way that will alert them to pay attention to that sort of thing. Yeah, you definitely send that off. Anything else that you're getting up to?
I think they would try and go scout out the UN building a little bit to see where, like, are these guys going to try and walk through the front door? Are they going to try and game plan a little bit on where best, if we need to physically confront them, we can do it with the least amount of collateral damage.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go ahead and there's nothing's happening today at the UN, so there's not like the security cordons.
She would be very much doing it in a Batman Spider-Man way, so
Okay.
she's going to be up on a building
Sure.
tall enough to look at the footprint.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. All right. So let's have either a technology or an enigmas roll.
Okay, I'm thinking probably technology. And since she's taking her time, she's not exactly moving fast intellect.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Now I do have 2 in mega intellect.
Okay, and that will apply your scale to this.
Okay. Does the scale give me extra dice or reduce
No,
difficulty?
the scale basically gives you extra enhancement.
Okay.
So like 2 per level, which I won't. I'll say this is a standard scale roll, so so it'd give you 4 enhancement in this case.
Okay, 1, 2, 10's reroll, right?
They do, yes.
Okay. That is 4 successes before enhancement.
Okay, excellent. So you get a total of 8 successes. So yeah, you are Spider-Manning, Batmanning over this area. This is the UN. It is, built with the idea that this building may be attacked. Even in the modern day, it has fortifications and whatnot. There is they also know that people are going to come and protest here. So there is like architecture set up for, this is where protesters go. This is where they're allowed to be. There so that they can be present and visible, but not so that they can interfere with security forces and the like. And there is a very well-established border perimeter with a fence, a heavy fence, and fortifications. So this is a fairly well-defended building. There is basically kind of like a courtyard in between the security cordon and the entrance to the building. Where press conferences and whatnot, like things that can be done outside, as well as various events and whatnot is there. The thing that gets the most attention is something that you believe is fairly new, not like within the past couple hours or so, but it's something that looks recently installed within maybe the past month or so. Essentially on top of the building and sort of at the foundation of the building, there are these very pod-like technological devices. And as you are sort of looking at them, thinking them through, you're fairly certain that these are teleportation blockers. Things that will prevent or at least make difficult teleporting directly into the building.
Okay, so basically at that line where those start would be the, if they get to here, we need to stop them, kind of. Because they would have a harder time.
Yeah. If they're going to teleport, they're going to teleport probably into this courtyard. Or yeah, or somewhere else, because like beyond this courtyard, beyond this thing, this is by far like the easiest means of ingress. The other places are just very well reinforced. It's designed
Yeah.
such that there is a bottleneck that
So we have a Thermopylae basically.
yeah, essentially, yeah. Heavily defenses and enough area of ingress that they need to have. And yeah.
Are there any other known defenses, things that would be sort of commonly known?
Oh yeah, I mean
Like,
there are very obvious weapon encampments, like
yeah.
for like automatic weapon machine guns,
Mhm.
that sort of thing. This building is built to be defended.
Yeah. And probably more recently becoming built to be defended
yeah,
against novas.
absolutely, absolutely.
Um,
And
that would kind of be her thing is I have made sure that I kind of have an idea of where we'll need to be able to get to defend and stop things. um so yeah, they would retreat back to wherever we've agreed to meet back up for
sure,
this.
yeah. So we'll reconvene now at back up at the suite in the hotel area of the building. Where you guys have you've done what you needed to do in the time that you had, and now can meet back up to share information and make further plans.
So, I've got news. I overheard. Who was it again? I know that. Someone told me I also need out game. Remember,
Clarion was the person you spoke with.
Clarion is interested in joining the group that wants to go declare their independence-ish, and he also said that Leviathan might also show up. So, yeah, I have expressed fake interest in. Ooh, yeah, sounds like fun. Maybe we should do that. Yeah, I'll check my calendar, see if I can come or not. I think there's a wide open window for me to infiltrate.
I think it would be smart to have somebody on the inside able to feed us that information.
Yeah. I ran into Intergalactic on her way inside. She said she was requested by a Pantheon member, so unless members of the Pantheon are doing a whole lot at the same time, which I guess is possible, I assume that was Gary on asking for her to do this, so they might have some teleportation assistance.
I was able to scout out the UN building a little bit. It appears they have taken some anti-teleportation precautions, at least from my understanding of the technological emplacements around the building.
Oh, okay.
So we haven't. They will, in very meta fashion, essentially have a big piece of graph paper that they've drawn out a rough approximation. It's not a one-to-one of the UN building, and those like this is the barrier where these teleportation things start. So we need to
Yeah.
kind of plan to intercept them before that point, or at that point, because if they're going to teleport anywhere, it's going to be right there, so they have the least amount of resistance possible. I also sent an encrypted message to my colleague in the, well, not colleague anymore, but friend in the UN security forces, and advised them there may be a situation in the works, that having some kind of preparation ready in case something happens. That way, should we fail to prevent them from accomplishing what they want to do, they can at least hopefully be swiftly apprehended, and we may have some backup coming sooner rather than later.
That
I
sounds
kept
pretty
it
good.
very vague and sparse on information, just so that we're not worried about any security breaches from our end.
Hmm.
But
Uh,
he knows me well enough that if I'm saying, "Hey, get ready for something," mm, he knows shit's probably going to hit the fan.
okay. So the teleportation blockers, are these the kind of thing that like they shroud the entire area so that teleportation just can't happen within it, or is it more like a wall that once they get inside the wall, they can teleport the
I
rest of the
wasn't able
way
to
into the
get
building?
that
Like, do you know?
close to them.
Okay.
I was just able to kind of assess their um, potential not cause, potential use from
Okay.
afar. I did not want to risk causing a security. Well, actually, that's not a bad idea. Cause a security incident today, cause them to have to delay the meeting because there was a security incident.
I mean, we can still do that. There's still time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess that's
I
not really
mean,
out of the question.
it's not a half bad idea,
Yeah. I
but
mean,
I don't think they would do it just for one of us coming in to say hi.
yeah. I think
No.
though if they delayed the meeting, there would be just as much news about when
Mhm.
the new time is anyway as the current one.
Yes, but it would give us it would knock the Aberrants off their game. It would have to they would have to
They would have to start improvising.
they would have to start improvising. They would have to back up and replan, and that would give us more time to work the problem. Not a
It
bad
That's
also
true.
gives
idea.
them
Yeah,
it
it's
also
not the
gives them
worst.
more time. It gives them more time to get even more on their side. Don't forget about that because people are being convinced one by one to do this. It might only be Claire and Leviathan today, but who knows? Some of us are very persuasive, and the more time they have, the more they can snowball, just like we can. So,
I think as a last resort, if we are unable to come up with anything, I think causing a security issue before they get there so that plans have to change is not a bad idea.
mhm.
Um yeah.
We'll just do a Scientology speed run of the UN building when they're trying to
I mean, if we need someone to do a
just
speed
to
run of
make them
anything, you're the
upset.
person to do it.
It's true. I haven't done that one yet. That sounds like a good time, actually.
Yeah, no, that could do it. I mean, we could. It's not a bad
I
idea.
mean, yeah, that is a non-violent way to cause a security issue.
Yes, but I mean, that.
Might also
That would
put
make them
us
very
more
mad
in a
at
bad
me.
light as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would kind of put a target on us later when we show up to try to help, and then yeah.
but not a bad idea. All right. Well, I've like I said, I've called some people. I think I can definitely get Talos involved in the effort. He's very
Oh, awesome.
strong, and he is also a potent healer. So if things get truly out of hand, we can prevent loss of life in that way.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I hate to say it, but a lot of the pushback that I'm getting is some people, even though they're not on board with the aberrant way of doing things, feel that something like this needs to happen. So it's difficult to get buy-in on trying to stop it.
There are
Yeah.
ways to use a show of force, but this isn't it.
Yeah, I feel like they're just going to get a fight instead of what they're ostensibly after.
And I think maybe a fight is what they actually want.
I think so, yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard when they are making the case that they're making. that this is about, the future of the Nova race and, making our position making our position strong and clear in the most forceful way they can. I don't think a lot of people will be helping them, but not many are invested enough in our way of doing things to stop them.
Yeah. Gotta love the bystander effect.
Indeed. So you think you can maybe infiltrate them?
I think I can if I ring up Clarion right now and say, "Oh my God, I have a space free in my calendar, so yeah, we can definitely do this." Then I can do that.
That might be worth our time. It definitely puts you at risk. People are going to be scrutinizing you. They are taking this seriously. I know that they do not want to be, they're being more secretive about this than anything else in recent memory.
I know, but I think it's one of the best shots we got, and oh no, my reputation.
Up to you. I'm less concerned. Well, you can get away and you can make yourself, basically invulnerable, but it is still a risk.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to take a risk. This entire operation is risky. Us trying to prevent this from happening. So just make sure that it's worth the risk.
All right. Well, does anyone else have any ideas that we can implement while we have our little infiltration mission going?
I talked to Project Utopia.
Ah, yes. How'd that go?
Yeah.
Sure, that was fun.
About as well as expected. They are acknowledging that I will be there at the protest to protest. They are making noises about New York isn't really Terrigen territory, but whatever. And they also said that they have it in hand, but they were not willing to give me any information about who would be there, but are willing to accept information on who's there with me.
Okay, so
I'm fairly unknown. It would be easy for you to feed them my information and not have it cause a big stir.
I can take your information then, Jinx. I'll leave Passepartout out because they're infiltrating.
Mhm.
Respect.
Yeah.
Anyone else feel comfortable with me leaking their information?
Yeah, you can get them mine. I'd rather them know ahead of time that I'm going to be there doing normal things than take an explosion to the face from detonator or someone. So
Oh god, yeah. Oh my god.
sounds.
Detonator is no, she's not.
Oh,
No,
she's Team Tonight, isn't she?
No, she's Team Tonight. Yeah.
Ah, never mind. Okay, well,
I was thinking first edition when she was a Terret, but
holy shit, they really shifted her then.
they really did.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Me, uninitiated in the lore.
I'm too far gone. I know too much. I know too
Yeah.
much.
I am already too deep in. I'm not as deep as Scott is, but it's
Yeah.
All
no,
right.
I remember. What about you, Vaughn?
Like I said, I've been making calls. I'm trying to
No.
get.
Do you want me to leak your info?
Yeah, might as
Are
well.
you planning on being there in person?
Oh yes.
I guess.
No, I will be there by your side. If the worst happens, I want to be there doing the right thing.
Your team tomorrow.
Yeah.
Leak. Look. And then unsubtly taking a picture of everyone
Sure.
but Passepartout.
Yeah. You get that information. You forward it on. You get essentially an acknowledgement that you have sent that information, but no commitment to not blow you up.
thumbs up reaction.
Yeah, basically. So you send that on. those checking the news might see some, related stories about, the upcoming UN meeting, about, that a definite increased Team Tomorrow presence is being reported. It seems like the full team of Team Tomorrow Americas is going to be there. So there's you see people being interviewed and whatnot. So that is Skew, Firefox, Makara, and Anna Garcia are the official Team Tomorrow Americas members. And they are, being recalled from other missions to provide security for this, given nebulous threats to security having been discovered.
All right. Am I good with them, or?
I would say it's fairly neutral.
Neutral. I'll accept neutral.
Most of the bad feelings are in Team Tomorrow. Because you had more personal relationships with them. You never really got to the full Team Tomorrow reference. They may know you by reputation, but no personal beef between any of them.
I'm fine with that. I'm also slightly more concerned, if anyone from Team Tomorrow got promoted while I was out, and will be there.
There's no there. At least the news is not saying that any from Team Tomorrow is going to be there.
All right, then I will accept and share.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break for anyone who might need to take care of any business, and then we'll be back. See you guys on the stream later.
Sounds good.
All right, welcome back to Trinity Continuum Aberrant. When last we left, our team of Nova Vigilance vigilantes had made some plans, gathered some info about doing what they can to thwart the impending aberrant attack on the United Nations. Well, they say it's a statement, but we all know it's an attack. And I believe the last point of planning that we are going to go over would be an infiltration attempt. You have his contact number for Clarion, so if you want to give him a call and see what's up with that.
Yeah, I'm going to, with everyone around me, just give him a ring and see what comes from that.
Okay. It rings a few times and he picks up and says, "Oh, hello. Pleasant to speak to you again."
Yeah, so I checked my calendar, Clarion, and I just might be game for the party.
I see. Well, someone of your talents would certainly be welcomed. I think I have also confirmed my attendance. So if you like, we can, we're having a bit of a meeting down in the lower levels. I can let them know that you're coming, and you can certainly head your way down. We're meeting near the sewer entrance in the reinforced room down there.
Because of Leviathan, right?
Yes, he is certainly making an appearance.
Yeah, so I'll bring mints if you need them.
That would be very appreciated. Thank you so much.
All right, so I'll see you then.
Okay. He hangs up.
All of this was on speakerphone for everyone. Gotcha. I just want you to mention that.
Noted.
So, one more thing I need to know. I don't know if any of you know, or I know of the others, but is anyone of the ones that are now confirmed to be attending there as quote unquote field technology, or because I would like to maybe use some kind of earpiece so you all can listen in on what I'm going to listen to.
Well, given that we don't know who all's going to be there, unsure.
Presumably I can set up a radio network. I just need a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And access to the equipment, of course.
Is there anyone among the aberrants with this level of enthusiasm who might notice something like that?
It's possible. I don't know. It's at this point that a holographic projection of a young man sort of just pops up amongst you and says, well, lovely bit of plotting that we have going on here. I couldn't help but overhear what you're doing in my hotel. And, well, I guess it's just lucky for you that I'm sympathetic to your aims. I can certainly give you guys what you need. By the way, Synapse, everyone. This is actually my hotel that you're all plotting and planning in. Very good to meet and see you all. But yes, I can provide you a clear communication channel for all of this. It's very much your luck that I don't want such a knockdown drag out so close to my home. But yes, I will provide you a clear communication channel that I can guarantee they won't be able to detect or listen in on.
Okay. I mean, I guess we're on the same page. We all don't want trouble, so...
Absolutely. Yes, but I would just recommend before... And he kind of looks directly to Golem and says, situational awareness, my friend. When you're going to do secret shit that might get you in trouble with the rest of the Terrigen, let me know first. And Golem just kind of... and he says, yes, by all means. And he says, no earpiece, no clandestine things allowed. I have utter control over the facility and its various sensors and whatnot. So I'll give a nice projection for you guys to watch in on things.
All right.
Perfect.
Aren't you lucky that I'm so nice? And then he pops out.
Yes, we are.
Colin just goes like, God, I fucking hate that guy.
Oh, I feel you. Absolutely.
Like,
That was just in the counter in the hotel.
It is technically his. I guess when you live an entirely digital existence, real estate is easy. But anyway, good. That I should have thought of that. But yeah, so I guess we're all ready to watch your little secret agent jaunt. Perspective 2.
It's going to be all fine. God, I have to be social butterfly again. Oh, I can do this. I can do this.
I have faith.
Yes, definitely put your game face on.
I mean, you just have to be there, right? I mean, they're going to talk about things anyway.
Yeah, but it's going to be really suspicious if I'm not as enthusiastic as I just was on the phone.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
I'm trying to get the voice and everything going again, so I'll be going now. Guess we'll see where this goes, and if I have to dash for some reason, I'll probably be able to do that. And
if you need an out, let me know.
Okay, you know what? If I do this, the common hand sign for I'm in danger behind my back, there's a problem that you might not be aware of throughout the hologram, but I know regardless, okay?
Good to know. All right. We'll be watching.
Okay.
All right, so you head down to the elevator. There is a sort of a little secret code that you put in to access the lower levels. And you go, well, actually several stories down. There is quite a few under subterranean levels to this hotel. But you get down to the lowest level, which are sort of the most like reinforced and secretive rooms. And follow your way to the near to the sewer entrance, which generally doesn't smell because they do have pretty good filtering and anti odor technology in here. But you do begin to pick up on the very potent fishy garbage smell that Leviathan just always has as you start coming into the room.
I pop 2 mints in my mouth before I go in.
Excellent, excellent. So yeah, as you come in, you see there are several people here. You do see Clarion, of course, and he comes up to greet you, and you're able to kind of like surreptitiously palm him a couple of mints as you go. And he says, in case you don't know everything, let me do the rounds here. And he takes you over to a younger, dark-skinned woman with very vibrant, multicolored hair, several piercings in her face, and says, look at people here.
Names.
Have a list. This is Cancel. She is very dedicated to the cause, and should we run into any Team Tomorrow assistance, we can rely on her to make their powers blink out. She's very skilled at that. So,
Oh.
yes, absolutely. And she kind of nods to you and says, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. That's a really interesting power. I have never really heard of that. It's just nice.
It's my one trick. I guess I should be really helpful, really grateful that I can do it pretty well.
I mean, your one trick, don't like discount it like that. It's amazing.
Oh,
honestly.
Trust me, I know. I can knock out a kilometer of Nova abilities if I need to, but I can also focus it down. So it's just our friends in Utopia Tower that will be bereft of their abilities.
Yeah, I can imagine if you are not able to control that area, that's like, ugh.
I said, it's the one thing I can do, so I can do it really, really well.
Understood. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too as well. And then he sort of takes you over to a man-shaped figure that is more scar tissue than identifiable features, and they sort of shift around and change. The scars actually like change their place on his body. He's like wearing like harem pants and no shirt, just showing off his like very like deformed and scarred body. And he says, this is Horde, another young but very enthusiastic member of the team going forward. He can split himself up into all sorts of interesting pieces that can move around independently of himself. So we're definitely going to have a good time infiltrating things and getting past our lines of defenses. He kind of nods and says, hey. And then he sort of motions over to the previously described Intergalactic, who isn't really like a part of the group. She seems to be kind of like hanging back and drinking a beer. And she just sort of like nods and says, yes, I managed to convince our friend Intergalactic here. She's doesn't necessarily have many terrestrial concerns, but I was really able to get her some incentive to be able to get us into the party. So hopefully we won't have much of our way to smash through. And she just sort of nods to you. And then, of course, our brain trust here, putting it all together, and he brings you over to 3 individuals who are in close conversation. The first of which is sort of the towering, bulky form of Garion, who is just a monstrosity of meat and muscles, bulging out in asymmetrical places, but with a perfect, like, actually fairly attractive human face kind of jutting out of the neck area. Next to him is a rather striking figure of a woman completely made out of jagged metal, who is Shrapnel, and she's also in close conversation with them. And the unmistakable figure, bulky, rubbery flesh, fish scales and fins and teeth and claws of Leviathan, who is halfway out of a the sort of like kind of moon pool structure that is kind of the official entrance and exits to the sewer system. So he's kind of like bulky elbows up on the floor, kind of at height level. So he's at head level of shrapnel as well. And he says, this is our newest part of the team, Passepartout. She's here to lend a hand, intrigued by what we're doing. They kind of look you over and give you kind of a nod. And Shrapnel kind of steps forward and says, excellent. He says, boys, I think I'll leave it to you while I interview our potential teammate here. And like her voice is not one that I can replicate. It's like very atonal and kind of like modulated, sort of like a magnetic buzz coming from it. Very unsettling. But she says, excellent. So why don't we, she kind of points to a corner and says, why don't we just have a little girl talk?
Yeah.
So yeah, she motions you over. Clarion goes to speak with Cancel and Horde while she leads you aside and says, so you're interested in joining the action tomorrow?
Yeah. Maybe it's time for the entire world to finally recognize that we are not like them, and everything else that comes in the package of not being them should be respected.
I see. I'm a little bit curious. How did you find out about this affair? We've been kind of keeping it close to the chest.
Yeah, so me and Clarion go like way back, and we kind of trust each other. So, I mean, it's not like he was like blabbing about this in the open. It's just that when I come across him, we kind of just chat about our lives, and he knows me well enough that he kind of probably knew that I was into this.
Ah, I see. Interesting. Could you please give me a manipulation plus persuasion, please?
Yes. Just a second. That is... that is not a very good, as they say.
Oh, let's take a look here.
I might have something to help. Hold on.
There is always momentum too. We haven't used
Yeah,
any
you could
of it.
spend
Yes.
momentum.
Yeah, that might be a good idea because if it's purely manipulation, I have to roll for this. I am slightly shafted.
Yeah, because you were being pretty fast and loose with the truth there.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Can I have some momentum, please?
Yeah, so you have 4 available. And it's up to the table how much they're good with you taking.
Yeah. Honestly, as much as you feel like you need, so you don't just get like turned into wall paint down here.
So what does momentum exactly do in this game line again? Sorry.
So basically, every point of which that you spend gives you an additional die to roll, and you can do it after the roll. So it would basically more dice.
Okay, maybe 2, so I can try to scrape 3 successes. Oh, that's a bit
I think that
risky. You
sounds
know
good.
what? Yeah. All right. So I'll roll 2 more dice.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hey, buddy. Like I said, cats can do what they want, and I've got one that.
Oh
needs
God!
to-
I rolled a 6 and a 7. I'm going to hell.
Okay. So well, that's 2 successes.
Well,
That's 1 additional
this-
success.
Yeah, the 7 is success.
Yeah,
I mean, yes, 7s are successes. Hold on. So that's it. Like my previous roll was
Oh
a 10
yeah.
and a
Oh,
7.
that's
and a-
right. Yeah. No. I
Oh.
see there. Yeah. So you actually. got-
Whatever. Very good. We went
No, you're
from good
actually
to very
on
good.
that. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You didn't
4.
set the target number.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough. That's
I-
fine.
I-
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
yeah, you actually did quite well on the roll. Shushi says like, okay, I might have to have a talk with Clarion later, but if he's vouching for you, then I'm sure we can.
I mean, don't get him into trouble. The only reason that he talked to me about this is because he knows that we kind of share the same views, and apparently, like, the more people we have in here, the better. So it was with intent. And also, I'm not a snitch.
Well, let's hope for your sake that you're not. So yeah, why don't you join the group? I think we're going to start going over strategy tomorrow for tomorrow's little adventure.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes, and the fact that I'm about to have an evil plan while stroking a cat on my lap. Let's.
Perfect.
Yes, Mr. Bigglesworth. Let's attack the United Nations.
So, are there like any concrete plans yet of what we're gonna do? Because I just like I want a little bit of preparation.
That's
Uh,
what we're going over. We're
Okay,
gonna be,
because I would rather not be shot to bits.
True enough. True enough. So yeah, she gathers everyone together, and she says, "All right, well. So it seems that the UN and Team Tomorrow are. Someone's tipped them off about something, which means we have an information leak of some sort. So we're gonna have to ramp things up. That's why she points over to Horde and Clone. Horde and Cancel says that's why I've brought in some newer faces, and Clarion, good call on Pespa 2. So yeah, we're gonna have to be a little bit more forceful than we were intending, but I don't think anyone here minds that. I mean, might as well show them that we mean business while we tell them about what the future's gonna look like. We do have the services of Intergalactic for transportation. I think we can also count on the. Sorry, buddy. We can count on them deploying their anti-teleportation tech that we've scouted out. So courtyard it is. So yeah, we're definitely going to be hitting hard and fast. We've got at least the team of Team Tomorrow's Americas going to be in attendance, but we certainly have them on the numbers. So I think we can make it a show, press past them. And Garen says, yeah, I think Leviathan and I plan on being the point of the wedge there. If you guys can keep Team Tomorrow on their toes, we will push in and make our presence known to the main assembly. Clone, sorry, I misplayed your name. Cancel. You think you're going to be up to taking out 4 Novas with your powers there? And she says, shouldn't be a problem. Skew's probably going to be their heaviest hitter. Shrapnel says, he and I have tangled before. I think I can match him blow for blow when it comes to metal and magnets. So you can focus on the other 3, keeping them suppressed. Just good to know. This is she says, all right, well, Pesper 2, what can you do? You're the least known in terms of your capacity here.
Yeah, so what I do, you know what, I'll just give a little demonstration. That's fine. Nothing will happen that will harm you. Trust me. And Passport 2 will go first from solid to liquid.
Okay.
Kind of show how her hand can feel like glass and then come back. Then go to gas. I don't know if that's possible, like mechanically, to like demonstrate. Then go to gas and basically pass around someone. And I think I can also go through plasma and intangible, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have all of those.
Immaterial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then like the plasma and the immaterial just quietly show those off as well to like know that I'm an asset.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind them knowing everything like in that way about me.
All right.
I'm going to keep the fact that I can increase my density. I'm not going to show that.
Okay, you're not showing that off. Excellent. All right. Well, then I think it might be a good idea for you to go with Leviathan and Garion as backup. Probably all sorts of useful ways that you can slip around things and help them out getting to where they need to go.
Anything that's not airtight, I can slip into.
That'll be an asset. So yeah, we're gonna blink in through a warp point, hit them hard, hit them fast. get the inside party in as quickly as possible, tear through what we need to tear through, and be ready to make our statement. This is like Horde speaks up and says, "Yeah, when I'm split apart, my little bits are pretty indestructible. So I will harry and distract the forces on the ground there. Looking forward to making a nuisance of myself." He says, "Good. All right. Well, that seems to be the basic plan." Garion speaks up and says, "I only have one requirement that I ask of all of you. The race traders of Team Tomorrow are, of course, our enemies, but they are still Novas. I would prefer bloody them, beat them, but let them leave with their lives. We don't want to show the wrong thing here. But I think, like you said, we have the numbers advantage. I think we can leave them bloody and broken as a reminder that to be the lapdogs of the monkeys has a cost to come with it, but we shouldn't need to destroy them." And there's kind of a nod, kind of an assent to that. Leviathan says, "Still on that line, are you? Oh well. I guess we'll play nice with the race traders then." And he says, "Yep, I believe what I believe, and I don't see any reason to change it." All right. Anybody else have anything they want to go over? Anything they want to contribute or add to the cause? Everyone just kind of nods and says, "All right, hard and fast, bloody and brutal. We'll make them know that what we're all about." This is like, "All right, everyone stays here until we are ready to mobilize. We've already got some sort of info leak. We don't need anyone picking up on anything. So, there's rooms for sleep, rest, preparation, any training down here. Just don't leave the lower levels, and we'll try and keep this as tight as possible." Everyone kind of nods. And of course, you have all up on the upper levels have seen all of this. We will move the camera back to the upper level suite. As Gollum says, "Shit. That's a lot of them."
Yeah.
I wonder what they used to bait Intergalactic in. They seemed rather reluctant.
I don't know.
I worry about that too.
Well,
Could just be they called it a favor.
could be. Yeah, she doesn't seem like she's
Maybe.
going to be involved directly other than getting them in and out.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, but removing their out might be something decent on the field.
True.
Though I think our primary target is going to be the canceler. Cancel that one. We need to deal with that.
Oh yeah, cancel is going to be an issue if she's able
Because
to.
if they can cancel our powers, then we're sitting ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is going to be an issue.
She did say that's her one trick, so if we can get to her before she can get it
That
off, then
also,
it helps a lot.
as someone who actively says this is my one trick regularly, typically
I mean,
it's
it's
not.
probably.
And
Yeah.
it's just a way of kind of throwing off people who they don't know. I mean,
Yeah. Hopefully she's not extra
I
durable or anything like that.
well, I would expect them to at least have some kind of combat ability, even if it's more mundane.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect them to only be able to do that and be willing to risk themselves on this,
Yeah.
What to do, though? That is the question.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be placed in the protester crowd, so we can react. Getting past the security cordon, because if they're going to show up on behind the security cordon, and we're going to be on the outside of it, that's going to be an issue.
Yeah. Why did they set up their teleportation blockers inside the security cordon? Is the UN?
I don't know. It might be a
it-
matter of range. Protecting the building itself might be
Maybe.
more of a priority.
Well, it also seemed like, at least to me, they probably have interacting spheres of influence. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe they could only afford so many.
yeah, I mean, they were fairly new installations. One of them still had uh, the
Oh, like
equivalent of the
the plastic
General
on it?
Electric power rating thing that you see on like air conditioners and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to think of a better way to word it, but
That makes sense. Makes sense.
um,
So
All right.
I wonder what
They'll
can
probably buy
find
more after
out.
this.
would doubt it.
You
I'm-
said that Intergalactic was part of the Daedalus Society, or no?
She's kind of Daedalus and Terrigen.
Okay. I would like to attempt to find information on them, see what maybe do they have leverage? Why is Intergalactic helping this group if I can at all?
Okay. How are you going about attempting to get this information? I mean,
If possible, I'd like to just use foresight for some dramatic editing. But
okay. Yeah. We can. Generally, that has foresight it is dramatic editing but narrow, so it's kind of like things that will happen in the future as opposed to information about a person.
okay. So I guess in that case, the initial lookup would just be like records, news articles, just kind of doing the initial who is this person, what are their connections, what are their ties, and then they would kind of get into this trying to sort of predict a little bit. Would they be amenable? If we could talk to them, could we convince them to not help this group?
Okay, well, go ahead and give me either a technology or humanities roll to look up things about them.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do technology and intellect, I guess. They're not rushing it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I dropped one.
No, I guess that means we failed.
1,
Yeah.
2. One of them. 3, and I do have 2 in Mega Intellect, so.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, 3 with Mega Intellect. You spend some time looking both on like public information and sort of like internal Terrigen like message boards and such.
Mm-hmm.
Intergalactic doesn't care about things happening on Earth.
Okay.
Like she is utterly unconcerned with Earth, its peoples. Kind of sitting by herself on Mars, unconcerned about that sort of thing. Her focus is very much on space, on finding new places to explore and expand into. She has heavy ties to the Daedalus League, so she's taught like some of the things that she's recently talked about are like. Setting up a base on Mars and like asking for resources and assistance for that side of things. She's, talked about several long range trips that she's made Like she's has a couple of pics from the surface of a planet in the Alpha Centauri system that's like could actually breathe here, and also like her in like obviously like a shielded capsule of some sort, like looking at this like incredibly bright star from like within the system. This is like Vega, lethal as hell, but a huge source of quantum energy. So yeah, you think in terms of like what would convince her to help out with this sort of thing, probably resources, things that she could use to further her explorations. And along those lines, helping her out with those matters could be a method of convincing her to either reduce or withdraw her participation in this endeavor.
Okay. So that'd be something. I think they would, after. To everyone else, it just looks like they're on their computer typing away, doing some research, and then all of a sudden, Jinx just kind of. I bet if we talked to them, came to some kind of a deal with Intergalactic, we could get them to potentially withdraw. They really have never cared about what happens on Earth. If we were to, I don't know, offer what few resources we can, or maybe even use some connections in the UN or security councils to get them funding or equipment to further their exploration efforts, we might actually be able to work something with that.
Yes, to basically outbid the Aberrants on intergalactic services.
What do we have to offer?
I mean, I'm decently technologically able, but I think the biggest thing, unfortunately, AAA, is leveraging some of your connections.
Okay, AAA is pretty good, actually.
I don't mind. Yeah. And honestly, I prefer AAA over the network name. That's really good. Thank you. So I'm good for that. No, I don't mind.
All right. Well,
So I think
okay.
doing that would be our best bet. At least to eliminate one piece from the board.
What is everyone's rating in wealth? Just in terms of like raw money concerns.
I forgot to take money.
I don't remember if we get a free dot for being Novas or not. I know there's fame. Is there not?
There's fame.
Oh, okay. I did not take dots in that. So.
Okay.
No,
I don't think any of us have the wealth. I think it would be more leveraging connections.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I really would be surprised if any of us have the money to just straight outbid them.
Right.
Yeah, I'm couch
a faction of Novas.
I'm couch surfing on Terraston's time.
I mean, a lot of us are. It's sort of.
All right. Well, let's.
So the Blackburns.
Let's make some.
I'm used to sleeping on the streets.
Let's make some path rolls to see what people can kind of gather in terms of resources, and we can make an arrangement through Synapse to pass the information on to Pasapoto, who does have some money as well to throw at the problem, and can actually talk to Intergalactic because they're in lockdown mode.
Yay! My favorites. I love being locked down somewhere as something that doesn't like to be locked down. My favorite.
Your entire purpose is to not be locked down, and here you are, locked down.
Yeah, it might actually be airtight in there since there's a sewer entrance.
Yeah. Well, she can still phase out. Like she can go.
That's true.
Fully immaterial.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish my nose could go immaterial. Ugh, I didn't bring enough mints.
I think all of my paths work for this. Do I need to make... Here's the question I have. Is it better for me to make multiple path rolls?
We're going to go with one path roll to start with.
Mhm.
And essentially, like, because of a matter of time, any further path rolls will have basically diminishing returns.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll start with AAA. Love that. That's a great way.
I love it. Yeah.
AAA, which path roll are you going to make, and what are you attempting to gain out of it?
Honestly, I think the way that they're sort of pushing me is to do celebrity.
Okay.
And I guess what I'll do is just like pop on social media and be like, "Hey guys, it's me, AAA. Got this cool new nickname." Anyway, I absolutely love and discovered this cause for a wonderful, fantastic Nova, super intergalactic. Look at how cool this is. I mean, I knew a little bit about them from my research on the project where I was going to do Ashley Eberhart in space. But oh my God, do you see all this stuff they're doing? Anyway, we need to support this because this is so cool. It's so sci-fi, so future, so aesthetic. We are crowdfunding. So just throw everything you have at them. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So what I'll
Give Intergalactic all of your money.
Yeah.
So they will be opening for my next tour.
All right. So I will definitely, you can roll your celebrity path plus manipulation probably is a good one for that.
Yeah.
And it will allow you to add your dots in fame.
From my research, did they seem to care about the fame that come from it, or was it really just out of sheer curiosity and?
No, they don't. They are unconcerned with earthly things. They would be more likely to be swayed by the
no matter how it.
It depends on like the tangible results of what AAA is doing, as opposed to the fame of it all.
Right.
Okay,
it's not about that.
It doesn't matter the reputation that comes with it. It just matters the end goal.
Mm-hmm. All right, and while they're doing that, let's move on to someone else. What is the path roll that either of you would like to make?
Sorry, it was really good.
Yeah. Oh, let me see.
I have a political activist friend that might also be able to put out a similar hey, we want to support space travel and they want to, trying to think of the best way to word it. They are an activist in the sense that Novas should be treated like people, so they'll kind of advocate for any Nova cause.
Okay.
They shouldn't be treated like a third world citizen. So having them also go, hey, there's this one that's literally just trying to explore space and give us information. We should totally be trying to support them in their networks in kind of a similar fashion to less social media-y and more like talking on, maybe a newscast or a podcast, putting it out on their political blog or the futuristic equivalent, that kind of a thing.
Okay. Okay, so which path are you going to roll for this?
It will be underdog.
Underdog. Okay. Yeah, I will say you can do that. Is there anything relevant that you think you might be able to add to this?
I think in this case, this would be requiring a little bit more quick thinking and maybe manipulation. So either cunning or manipulation, I think, would be applicable. Okay,
that's fine. And any other edges or anything like that you might have to contribute?
I don't think I have any for this. I'm not a very talky person.
Okay. All right, yeah, then go ahead and make that underdog path roll.
3, 4. Only one success, but I do have 2 in Mega Cunning.
Okay, noted. All right, noted. And what about celerity? What is celerity going to attempt to gather here?
I don't think I really have a relevant contact for this, so I'll set this one out and wait for the next thing that
Okay, I
we
mean
do.
you can still make a path roll to try and get some resources or supplies.
Oh, that's true. Is there anything anyone needs? I can try to run some errands about that. I don't think there's any stuff I personally need, but if anyone else does.
Yeah. What are your paths?
Oh, they are. Let me go back to them. I've got the free Nova Vigilance path, like everyone has. Then I've got Survivalist, Athlete, and then just the Terrigen one.
Terrigen. Okay. Yeah.
I'm so bad at path stuff. I don't know why.
No worries. No worries. I say you can essentially basically try and get the Terrigen roll for the Terrigen path to see if you can get support from other like the Count or other people who are less.
Yeah.
Get the Speedster Society on it.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea since like they kind of have numbers on us, so getting some support from other turrets would not be a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, can I add cunning to that?
Sure.
Okay. So it'll just be 5 dice. Where's the... I need to stop clicking away from the server because then I can't find the dice bar again.
Boo.
Yeah. All right. Got 2 successes.
Okay, yeah, you sort of ask around with people who you think are going to be like sympathetic to trying to get this to talk.
Yeah.
You get it's you can't exactly tell if the message came in before you hit the send button or not. It was almost simultaneously that you got a reply to it, but you get a message from the mathematician, and
Okay.
it is not anything that is like it's not like a sentence or a paragraph. It is just something. It is basically a list of stellar coordinates.
Huh. All right.
Like there's no context to it.
Yeah. Hey, Jinx, can you take a look at this with me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got this from the mathematician. It looks like it's stellar coordinates. I don't know a lot about that, but maybe you do. I assume
what
it's
kind
something
of role would that
for...
be?
That would be a science roll if you wanted to science or enigmas.
I have one in Enigma, so I would prefer that. Intellect,
I assume it's something to
assuming?
entice intergalactic, but
Okay, that would be 5 dice. 2, 4, 5. And 1, 2, and 3, 3 successes.
Yeah, like it is from what you can tell, like you do some like cross-referencing and the like. Yeah, these seem to be like stellar, like the coordinates of various solar systems and other things out in kind of the not necessarily like super close, but there's some correlating data on some of them based on like the James Webb and other stuff that like these are like on like very like very little information on it, but what information there indicates that these are potential colonization targets based
potentially
off, like,
habitable areas.
Yeah, potentially habitable or like areas with a lot of like interesting resources based off like the metallicity of the sun and whatnot. But yeah, like
Yeah.
You think these would be very tempting to Intergalactic.
Cool. I'll send a message back that just says thanks. That'll help a lot.
No response.
Oh yeah, I figured, but just want to be nice.
Okay, so you
All right,
guys.
so I'll come back to the group with
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, you guys have got started to compile all of this information. Like there's this like essentially a GoFundMe is started to just like give money to Intergalactic for her exploration. Like she's never asked for anything like that. Like she doesn't care about the OpNet and using it thing. But there is like a stream of like, yay, space colonization is awesome, kind of thing, like going to like donate to her. And there's been some, not a lot, but there's been some, also some information, some like details that would be salient to space exploration, what that coming from your from the Jinx's contacts, and yeah, this list of stellar coordinates. Golem also says that she was able to reach out and talk to a friend of hers in the Daedalus League, and effectively says that she can maybe get some, like there's like internal tensions in the Daedalus League that she says that she might be able to help smooth over, to like make essentially push Intergalactic's projects up the priority list. So she says like, all right, so what we can do is we can compile all of this synapse. You can feed it to Prespa2, and hopefully she can make a case to Intergalactic. Anything else anyone wants to contribute before we get this to her?
Like I said, I got some stellar coordinates from the mathematician that can be pretty tempting.
Yeah.
So if one of our more social teammates, it's probably better to deliver that and as a enticement, I suppose.
Yeah, well, we've got one ace in the hole, so it's gonna have to be her. But yeah, no, I think this is a pretty decent package. We can pass this along, and hopefully we can try and get her uninvolved with this, or at the very least, maybe prevent their extra. We'll see what she can do.
Maybe at the very least tempt them away from it.
Yeah. It's all on Prespa2's shoulders now, and so yeah. So you, like, even though you're down and locked in, you do have like your OpNet device that you can get, and you get a little ping message letting you know that like here's like an info and resources package that you can maybe use to talk to Intergalactic. And you do have those 3 dots of wealth, which you can certainly put some of your own money up on this. So you have all this information at your disposal about things that you could try and sway her away. So you can attempt to get her off on her own and have a conversation if that's a plan you want to go along with.
Yeah, I think that I'll just like talk to some people, this and that, and then eventually like meander my way over to Intergalactic in a somewhat natural way.
Okay. And she's also kind of like poking at her device. Like this is like a very non-commercial looking device that she has. Like this was not bought in a store. It's like very like clunky and like utilitarian that she's like going over. Like it may or may not even be connected to the wider OpNet. She's like just poking away at like doing some math equations and the like. And she takes a little bit of time to realize that you're there. And she just... Hello.
Hi. So I have a proposition that can help you in basically your whole thing with space travel, right? And the whole space colonization thing, but we need to get away from the rest from that because it's sensitive information, but I promise it'll be worth your time.
Okay. And she stands up and just announces to the room, I need to take a shit. And she walks out of the room.
um, okay. Um, you know what? Slay. Slay.
Whatever works.
No chill, no social graces.
I think that like after like half a minute, Passepartout will also kind of follow her, but like make sure that no one really realizes that they're going the same way.
Okay. Give me a larceny or integrity roll to kind of like pass to allay suspicion.
Manipulation or presence?
Yeah,
Okay, so that will be presence integrity, if that's fine by you.
sure.
And this time, actually, look at what a success is, Josie. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of them.
One success.
Actually, for real now.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to take
No.
those other two momentum,
No. It's fine. I'll
Okay.
make something out
but
of
it
it.
does. But since you applied presence, this did apply your leadership scale, so it's a total of 3 successes.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
But yeah. Yeah, you head out. You are noticed, but no one's like following you or raising any stink about it.
Henny stink. Gotta take a shit.
Exactly. Yeah, so you head out a couple minutes later, look around, eventually like kind of find her in another room, like a personal room that's down here, and she says, "Let's hear it."
So I know you're only in this for the money, right?
She
Oh, well.
blinks and says, "I'm in it for what money can get me."
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. Well, I think what we have, like, how much convincing would it take you to drop this entire thing?
She kind of pauses for a minute and says, Wait, what? I thought you were...
Shh, it's fine. I mean, have you seen what I can do? I mean, do you seriously think I tie myself down to one place? If I get a better offer for something, I'm switching immediately.
She takes a couple like moments to be like, "Oh, so you're trying to... Okay.
Yeah.
Clarion offered you some pretty, decent amount of money. And, I've been having some fundraising problems. But I'll hear another offer."
Yeah, well, and I pull up what I got from basically summarizing to notes what we have already gathered with all of us. So we have a fundraiser going through AAA. We got you, I'm not showing those yet, some space coordinates from someone. If you're willing to drop this, then we're going to give those to you. And also, what was the other thing that Jinx brought up again? Sorry, my brain is mush.
Political backing, essentially.
Yeah. And
also,
Gollum said that she has a contact in the Daedalus League to help her.
Yeah.
With some political
So we have
maneuvering.
all of those things going for us. So I know that money or what money can buy you is a thing, but there's also intangible things that can really help you on your way with exploring space even more.
So you say you have... Okay. She kind of looks at the fundraiser, raises an eyebrow. She works quick. She says, "Okay. What are these? What? Obviously, you're not going to tell me until I agree. But what about these coordinates? What's so special about them?"
They were sourced from someone called the Mathematician, one of the speedsters.
Oh no, he's
Wait. Oh, sorry.
I also don't think he's a speedster.
No, the Mathematician is another Pantheon member. Who's like a high prognosticator.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No problem.
It was from someone called the Mathematician.
I see.
So, see, money is one thing, information and money is something else.
I'm not gonna lie. This is very tempting. The problem is that I have already agreed to do this.
So what?
Well, I'm not concerned with the affairs of the baselines. I do somewhat favor my reputation amongst other novas.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, if you're going to go through this, your reputation with certain novas will plummet immediately. And I'm not only talking about like Team Tomorrow and everything. There's other novas that also just really don't like where this all is going with the whole show of force thing. That's kind of not our style. And we just want to prevent the loss of life, because if we are going through with this and you teleport us all into the UN building, that will happen. I will be able to tell you that will happen. I'm kind of also asking you now, do you want blood on your hands?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion presence? Yes.
I'm assuming we're all still kind of watching and on
Yeah, he's got
the-
a feed. He's got this on the feed as well.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Yay!
4 successes, and with your with
I have-
your
I have mega presence as well.
mega presence, so that is a total of 5 with your thing. Awesome. She considers and says, "Yeah, you're not wrong. This is going to be a clusterfuck any which way."
So I think the best thing you can do is just, oh yeah, we have to stay in lockdown. It looks, do we give a shit? It's a word thing. Just, with all due respect, get the fuck out of here. Sit this one out. The moment that whole thing is over, I promise you, and no, I'm not taking a better offer. This promises are promises. We will send you everything that we have gathered. Because in my honest opinion, space travel is also kind of cool, and I want to see where this is going, so I'm putting enough of my own money in there as well. Because I'm curious.
Give it to me now, and I'll just leave.
Fair.
Takes it. You guys do an OpNet phone bump thing. That authorizes the trend. Are you going to be doing any of your own wealth towards this as well?
Yeah, I have 3 dots.
Yeah.
So,
So space exploration is expensive. You are not going to be able to access your wealth for the rest of this particular adventure.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh no.
So she says like, all right.
One-shot is so liberating.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Drive your one-shot characters like it's a stolen car.
Yeah.
She said like, yeah, I'll wait until everything. I wait until people are asleep, and I'll just bounce.
Good.
Leave them with their dicks in their hands.
Pleasure doing business, but also because I still got.
You might want to bounce too, because, that'll look bad. We're off alone talking to each other.
Girls go into the bathroom like in pairs of 2. That happens all the time.
Some of these.
But you have a point.
Clarion's pretty perceptive.
True, although I can weasel my way through that. But anyway, pleasure doing business. I will be doing other things.
So, I'll just bounce.
Right. Nice meeting you.
So you guys head back. You guys up in the room saw all of that. There's more kind of like planning and getting ready, but people are actually going to get a good night's sleep before storming the edifice of baseline authority on the planet. If there's any planning or anything going on here, all right. We can say that.
Looks like, well... Oh, I was going to say, I assume, just because of the way the UN building is set up, I think they're probably still going to come in through the same way, like through that courtyard. So if we...
Now they're going to
anything
have to come in through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which could be dangerous for baselines. We should probably
probably
on the lookout for
get the
collateral damage.
protesters further back.
Yeah, we're going to want to get them out of the way as soon as we can.
All right. In the middle of the night, effectively, Intergalactic just pops out of the room. And
Being a teleporter is fucking
yeah,
awesome.
it's great. She just says, "Fuck this shit, I'm out," leaving no explanation and answering no calls. Does Pespartout stick around after that, or does she Homer Simpson her
Yes.
way out?
No. She's gonna stay there because she has a plan to sabotage even more.
Okay,
Oh
fantastic.
man, nice.
Okay, so you stick around. And yeah, the other three of you plus Golem, are you guys going to head out to where your position in the protest is?
Yes.
Oh, are we in that next day now?
Yeah,
or-
we're going to the next day now.
Oh, okay, yeah, we should head out there.
We got 20 minutes left, so yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
have
that's
to
a
get
good
to
point.
the climax.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head out there real fast.
Right. So you guys head out. You guys get into position. There's, it's like I said, there's nothing like super big or controversial going on, but there's always going to be something, some force protesting, whatever is happening in government there. So it's like, kind of a
Yeah, they're doing all
mid-sized.
kinds of stuff all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly. There's kind of a mid-sized crowd, kind of a hodgepodge of issues. Kind of like, environmental stuff is going on because, even though Project Utopia is cleaning up the environment, they're not doing it fast enough. There's, some anti-Nova, anti-Utopia groups here as well. With their big, kill all aberrants, signs and the like. Just kind of, kind of a small mod podge of various interests protesting. And yeah, there is a sizable security force. The four members of Team Tomorrow are very prominently in their white, gold, and blue uniforms, kind of patrolling the inner security cordon. Where are you guys? Like, what kind of like impression are you guys? Because I'm assuming like you also have like AAA. You've got your followers here in support of whatnot. So like, what kind of show are you making of your presence here?
Just a second.
Sure.
I'll give you an answer in just a moment.
Sure,
It's visual.
it's visual. Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna stand close enough to the. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were still going.
No, go ahead.
Close enough to the Saint Michael Archangel people to make them uncomfortable, but not close enough that it looks like I'm with them.
Good times. Love it. Love it. Right.
Oh, it's not.
It is super blurry.
It is super blurry. Hang on. Let's turn off the blur. There you go.
Might need to like move it in and out to get it to.
Down with this sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're just people here to protest for being in a protest. Gotcha.
Yes.
Love
yes,
it.
we're
Love it.
Down with this sort of thing. Woo! Yeah.
Totally.
Are you saying to like down with what's happening, or you are down with what's happening?
It's not.
It's up to
It doesn't-
interpretation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Either I'm supporting this or I'm against it, and it's I'm disapproving either way.
All right.
I'm here to protest.
So yeah, you guys are set up with that sort of like content-free, here to be here kind of vibe, plus making the Michael Archangel people uncomfortable. What about
Yeah,
Jinx? Is
kinda
Jinx
terrible.
doing anything with their presence here, or are they like kind of in the background?
They are they're positioning themselves to be out of the main groups as far as possible because they are already planning on having to go out and take out this canceled chick as soon as they show up.
Okay.
So they're kind of trying
Yeah.
to use their knowledge of the layout of the UN building, and they have pretty decent spatial awareness around them because they kind of web swing around, for lack of a better description. So they're kind of trying to position themselves to be able to jump in and, for lack of a better description, kidnap this person and just get them away as quickly as possible.
Okay, so you're kind of like going more like preparatory.
They're Batmaning.
They're Batmaning. Gotcha. Cool. All right. So
I would like to work out something that if Jinx is successful at this, I will be using my quantum agent to replace cancel.
nice. Love it. Love it.
Oh,
Oh,
Awesome.
that is brilliant.
All right, so you guys are set up there. We will move our camera back to the lower levels of Blackburn, where there is something of a panic going on. There is a good amount of shouting and like people trying to get in contact with Intergalactic. A little bit of a okay, what the fuck are we gonna do now? There's like some back and forth. There's people spitballing ideas because they had a plan, and now it's kind of thrown to shit. What would Prisma 2 be doing in this fracas, this panic?
Pretending that I care a lot about this, especially like talking to Clarion about this. Like I talked to her yesterday, and she was like for it, and now she's just gone.
All right, I am going to need to get an integrity roll from you.
Yippee, my favorite.
Oh, no.
Integrity, presence.
Yeah, you can make a presence, like you're essentially trying to. Wait, hold on, shit, hold on. I gotta...
Yes, that is in 5 dice. 1, 2 successes, and I do have mega presence as well. So I have 2 successes with the dice ball.
Alrighty. Okay. Would you like to spend any momentum?
Do I get extra successes from my mega
extra,
presence?
you can roll extra. Yeah, you do get extra. You do get 2. Actually, hold on. Actually, no, you do not, because he has scale of his own on this, which cancels your out.
I think I should be good with 2. I can spend this in a different way. It's fine.
Okay. As you're kind of giving this spiel, Clarion just kind of narrows his eyes at you and says, I think you're full of shit.
Okay, wait, you got me. Yes, this whole social personality is me trying to be nice to other people, okay? You generally don't want to see me like how I normally am.
No. I think you're trying to pull one on me. He kind of turns his head to look over to like Garion and Shrapnel, I will give the player the warning that this situation is about to come incredibly dangerous for you.
You know what? Fine, Clarion. Then I'm not joining either. You know what? Fuck you and fuck your entire thing. If you think I'm full of shit, then I think you all are full of shit. I'm going to to dematerialize and just but still putting it on him like that. Like
okay, no, I get. Give me a persuasion roll to see how well people, because you're pretty sure he's
presence?
Yeah, persuasion presence. You're pretty sure he's caught you out, but the others might, having not been involved in the
1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay.
Plus any mega presence I might add to that.
So you don't. Yeah, like in the split second before you fade into the wall, you don't get like any like overtly hostile looks towards your way. Just more, it's more confused. But you're unsure about what happens after you leave the room. You get out and you are able to make your way to the protest site with your fellows.
All right.
As things are sort of heating up, as things are getting ready, because now you guys don't know what their plan is.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Yeah. That is.
You did what you could.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you did what you could. You definitely took away their main, like, a big part of their plan. So I will say, yeah, you're able to get back to them. You can. Who are you? Like, are you going to reach out to? I also forgot to mention. Yeah, Golem and Talos. Which Talos is a big Minotaur man. Like genuinely like animal fur, hairy torso, big beefy human arms, bull head, and just the sweetest guy you've ever met. But he will throw you through a wall.
Promise?
Yeah, exactly.
Aw.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
No, he is definitely Mr. March on the Terrigen calendar. But he's there as well. Everyone's kind of like going along with this. We're just here to be here, kind of protest stuff. And then Passepartout makes her way to there to join you. And I'll let that scene play out there.
So, yay! Hand me a sign or something. Thank you.
Oh, good. You're still only liquid voluntarily. I was looking right there.
No, yeah. So, someone called my bullshit eventually. Yeah, fuck that. But Intergalactic's fully out, and they're scrambling right now. I wasn't able to fully make out what because someone called my bullshit. But then I made a big spiel of them, like, "Oh my god, you don't believe me that I'm into this? Maybe I also should leave like Intergalactic. Yeah, fuck you," and did it that way. So I did what I could.
Okay.
They won't be teleporting in, I'm pretty sure, but they have, as you saw in the communication, they have other ways of getting in way more destructively. So, but at least we now have a bigger window to stop them.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's appreciated. Yeah.
I assume they're still going to roll up through here, unless they try to do some like underground Leviathan stuff. I don't really know what the UN building is like underneath.
I mean, there was going to be a separate team with me and Leviathan and others. My plan was to make him so dense that he would sink and not be able to come up, but that has been foiled.
I didn't know you could do
I
that.
imagine we have established some kind of like radio connection. So,
communications.
I was gonna say dense motherfucker while I was doing that, but no, there goes my quip as well.
Man, what's even the point then?
would I be able to assess where, from my eye in the sky viewpoint, Batmaning above the UN building, would I be able to assess where the heck they would be coming from on Leviathan?
Yeah, give me either an Enigmas or a command roll.
We'll do. Well, I have one in both, so it doesn't particularly matter. Would it be intellect or cunning more?
Intellect would work. You still have time to think things out.
So 2, 4.
I find that when you have mega intellect, it's good to try to use that for as much as you can because it's.
Well, I have mega cunning too.
Yeah,
mega cunning doesn't give scale though.
Yeah, mega cunning doesn't give you scale.
Although it is really good for sensory stuff.
4 before the enhancement.
So yeah, you are eyes in the sky, Batmaning it out. You're like bringing up city schematics and whatnot.
Yeah, I imagine they have kind of like a wrist-mounted kind of computer, because every once in a while they move by swinging around Spider-Man style usually. So sometimes they need to figure out what building can I go to.
Yeah. So yeah, you bring up and you determine the UN has essentially a separate septic sewer system and whatnot. So you plot out so if they're coming with Leviathan through the sewers, there is basically the New York City sewer system stops at a certain point, a little bit before where the UN territory.
So we'd have a block essentially.
Yeah, you have essentially a block, and you kind of you determine this would be the main access point where they would be coming up from to give them the clearest path to the UN.
Yeah, so they would kind of in our Slack chat or what the op Slack or whatever it is. They would just again a very poorly drawn kind of graph paper map with this is where they'd probably be coming from. No other words, just a picture with a circle and a line that says they're probably coming from here.
All right. So with that information, any last-minute preparations or things you want to throw up to potentially forestall the inevitable?
Nothing from me.
Okay. Well, then, very shortly after receiving that note, as sort of, there's kind of a like the last like motorcade of dignitaries and officials comes in and like passes through the security cordon, and as the gate starts to close, there is a resounding crack boom as the manhole cover and like 10 feet of surrounding street explodes upwards, and this group of aberrants, Leviathan and Garion at the forefront, shrapnel floating out, shards of metal spinning around her, Horde splitting up into various terrible, like, scarred little homunculuses start to swarm up. Kind of like a little punk girl, staying kind of like behind Garion, starts to climb out of the streets and start bull rushing the United Nations. And you guys are in between both the UN and Team Tomorrow, so it's going to be you guys' first response to this. We're not gonna be rolling initiative. We got 5 minutes left. We're gonna cinematic this thing.
Since cloak is a reflexive action, as soon as that pops, can I essentially pop cloak and go invisible?
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Yeah, speaking of reflexive, I think my density is also I want to turn as dense as I possibly can.
Okay, so you
like sinking into the ground a little bit even, because I'm gonna try to body block like some of the ones coming in.
Sure, awesome.
I'm going to throw up quantum constructs of walls. And then I'm going to illusion a few more Team Tomorrow people that aren't there.
Nice.
But make it look like they showed up.
All right, what about celerity?
I'm going to try to just in a blur of movement zip in and around to try to flank and just hit cancel pretty much as hard as I can without using anything that's
gotcha.
At the same time as they're doing that, that's when I would be trying to come in and kidnap them.
Yeah.
So it's a two-pronged assault on cancel.
Yeah. So cinematic.
It's kind of just a burst of like a shotgun blast of punches.
So cinematic mode. These quantum walls go up. Passepartout hulks up, sinks down, gets right in the line of Garion and Leviathan, and then zip. Celerity comes up, cold clocks cancel right in the jaw, and as she's reeling, Jinx swings down and grabs her and webs up, taking her out of the fight. And as the two forces begin to clash, Nova Vigilance versus the Aberrants, we have a nice comic books flash screen page of the two forces coming together. And Team Tomorrow's kind of in the background. I'm sure they'll do something eventually.
They've got paperwork to do first. It's all.
I imagine it's AAA, Passepartout, and Celerity, and then in the background you just see Jinx with cancel swinging from a building.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Their entire goal is just bring them up as high as they can and then drop them off the building.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Yeet.
I never said that. Despite being Spider-Man or Batmaning all the time, they have no qualms against killing a motherfucker.
Oh my. Well, in that case, I'm going to have to levy out a small consequence for villainous behavior. As you do that, she cancels out your powers and you drop with her.
How far away are they?
But the consequences of that will have to tune in for the next episode of Nova Vigilance, which probably isn't going to be a thing, but we can leave it out in our imaginations.
I don't know, maybe next year. Just do the same.
This time next year?
Next time next year, maybe.
We'll tune in a year.
Tune in a year. I might make this another paid game, but anyway, so
that'd be pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, it would be a fun one. Might have to wait for the actual book to come out.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for playing in this episode of Trinity Continuum Aberrant. Thank you guys all out there for watching. Did everyone have fun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome,
excuse me.
fantastic.
I love being a snitch.
Oh yeah, no, it was
I
great.
want more.
Top tier snitchery. Top tier snitchery. All right, well, we'll go ahead and go around the room and let anybody who has anyone they want to plug their things, and we'll say goodbye. So, did anyone have anything they want to throw out there into the world?
Yes. In like half an hour, there's going to be a Curseborn game here, and
Yeah.
I'm also in that. I'm
Awesome.
playing a pink-haired
nice.
roller skater biathlon athlete with a very polar opposite brother, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm looking forward to it because it's with Tom, and time for trauma.
All right, anyone else have anything they want to plug out into the world?
Keep buying Onyx Path stuff.
Yes, keep Wi-Fi and Planet Fest. All right, well, I have something to plug out in the world. So definitely in the next couple of weeks, I will be premiering season 3 of Trinity Continuum Aeon Asaya.
Yes,
I've got a couple
finally.
episodes of the can. I just need to edit them. I was kind of waiting for this to pop off. That will be on the Onyx Path stream, and then the VODs will be on my Simulacra TV YouTube channel. So if you like Trinity Continuum and if you like Aeon, please watch that. We're getting to some very interesting places with that particular galaxy-spanning group. But yeah, so half hour there'll be Curseborn. We'll be raiding over to the Onyx Path channel for their panel. And I'd like to once again thank my players, thank the viewers, and see you guys next year or whenever.
Yeah. Maybe sooner. We'll see.
Yeah.